What up, my people? Before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you that we do have a goal on Patreon to meet. If we meet that goal, that will unlock so many doors for so much better content. So please head over to Patreon and prayerfully consider supporting the show. Without my Patreons, I don't know what I'd do, because even though I am only currently making $30 a month on it, that's enough to pay for books. So it's a step in the right direction. At any rate, someone asked for this video, so it's happening. Let's do it. Welcome back to Orthodox Review. Asking you will receive. So this is my cell, and we're going to take a look at some prayer ropes and rosary beads. So, yeah. So here we is in my little hole, my little joy. So I put it out there, and everyone voted and seemed to want to see my quote-unquote collection of prayer ropes and rosary beads. So instead of just sitting down at the desk like I usually would do, I figured we'd take a walk through my room and show you what all I got. So this was the one that I wound up doing the review on from Rugged Rosaries. This has become my daily carry along with the prayer rope that I'm going to show you in a little bit. This one is just a cheapo $5 rosary. It's rose scented. You get these on Amazon. Like I said, I collect them, so if I see one that I like, I just get it if I'm able to afford it. This one I actually keep on the windowsill for no good reason. Hey, look at that cross. Anyway, this one here is was a gift from my friend Andre when we went to Asheville. Got this at the cathedral up there. This Divine Mercy medal. I think he paid all of $10 for it. Again, more of a keepsake than anything. Here we have two very interesting ropes on my St. Nina cross. The first one I'll show you is this one here. This is alpaca wool. And this was made by a monk in Lebanon, and I ordered it from him through the internet. And I want to show you the cross here at the center, because unlike some other prayer ropes, this one just has this single cross at the 50 knot mark. And I love this rope very, very much. The one behind it is special, because this one is made from cotton. I don't even know who made it, but I got it from the convent down in South Carolina. It's 33 knots, and I used this one a lot. And then I was able to venerate a Mer streaming icon some years back, and so this was touched to it, and it was fragrant for about a month. So that was pretty cool. More beads, a St. Benedict rosary that I got to replace one that I gave away. I like St. Benedict a lot. I think he's a pretty rad saint. One of two olive wood rosaries that hang in my icon corner. This one around one of my all-time favorite saints, St. Gabriel, a Fool for Christ of Georgia. The other one here, which hangs on my guardian angel, another, Holy Land olive wood rosary that, but this one was a gift from a customer of mine who got it while they were at the Vatican. This prayer rope down here is one that I don't use often, but I think is beautiful. Let's see if I can get it on the bead. It's actually green. I don't want to take it off because it's just, I only have two hands. I do want to show you the cross though. This came from did I mention, from a convent in Ukraine. There's really nice work there. And my vigil lamp is kind of singeing my arm hair, but that's okay. It's worth it. And that one's around my New Athenite choir. And then this big old honker you see wrapped around was a gift. That's a 300 knot prayer rope from my dear friend Father Theophil at the Hermitage. I've only used it once. I explained to someone once that they were like, oh, well, you know, who needs 300 knots? Well, no one really needs 300 knots, but it's not uncommon in the course of a day to pray a prayer rope several times. So, you know, sure, I'll do 300, no problem. But once you have a 300 knot rope in your hand, it suddenly becomes very daunting feeling. Now, you want to talk about everyday carries. This is my joy. This is the third of this particular style of prayer rope I've ever gotten. I wore the first two out. All three were purchased at the Hermitage. This one I've had for 3 years now, and it is wearing down. These are produced by a convent in the desert here in America, and you can also get prayer ropes from them, but I choose to get mine whenever I can through the Hermitage to support them. But this is my daily carry. This is always on me, and nary a day goes by that I don't use it. It's got a little wear and tear on it, got a little fade, but I love this prayer rope. That's my buddy right there. Now, I do have a few other items I can show you. A few more rosary items. I'm going to show you these other two from Rugged first. Now, I know I showed off this guy before in my review video, but I'm going to try to open it up anyway for you. Hey, look, you got a really good shot on my wrist. Wow, that sucker's closed up tight, isn't it? Come on, there we go. So this is their battle beads we talked about, which are replica of World War I government issue rosaries. Yes, that was a thing. So come on, focus, focus, focus. Don't focus. Okay, anyway, yeah, beautiful. And then the first one I got from them, this one is called Forest Silence. And I was like, oh, I like forests and I like silence. So this is the first one that I got from them. Paracord Rosary. Quite nice. And used it for quite some time before I got my new one. So this is kind of my backup. Now, I have two more that I will show you one of, because the other one I forgot to get out, and it's honestly I have a few more kind of locked away because I don't use them and they're just kind of there. But this one, I need to get this one up. Ow, that was my knee. Getting old hurts, people. Need to get this up in some proper light. I want you to take a look at this. This rosary is very special to me. This rosary belonged to my grandmother. Not only that, but my father bought it for my grandmother while he was in the Navy back in the early 70s. So when my grandmother passed, I insisted on having this. And it took a little poking and prodding to get it, but I did. So I love my grandmother, and she, when I was growing up, she was kind of my anchor in the faith. And so there you have it. A look at most of my collection of prayer ropes and rosary beads, and a little bit of the messy room I live in. Anyway, thank you all again for liking and continuing to at least sort of enjoy the videos. It's virus season. Anyway, I'm trying not to look at myself in the camera here. That's why I keep kind of avoiding. Anyway, I don't know. Just keep on keeping on, y'all. Don't forget to go to church, say your prayers, and remember God. God bless.